Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. You're definitely going to need your bar chords for this one, and we've got a diminished chord to check out as well. So let's get to a close-up and check out how to play the chords. Let the gods of rock and roll forgive me. So we're starting off here with a G chord. So we got G, don't want a lot for Christmas. G is just one thing I need. C and care about the presents. E flat under the Christmas tree. Okay, all just regular bar chords so far. G just wants you for my B7. Okay, so just like a regular B up at the 7th fret, lift off little finger. That's your B7. Then you got E minor will ever. Now we've got our diminished chord. Okay, this is a D sharp diminished. Nothing on the thicker string, then 6th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. Okay, making sure that either the underneath of your little finger or the underneath of the first finger is muting the thinner string, and the tip of the second finger is muting the thicker string if you're strumming. Okay, it's pretty important. You don't want that note coming out as well. It won't sound good. Okay, then we go to G. Make my wish come. E7. Now you could play E7 like this as well. Okay, normally my finger sits like I'm just getting out of the way to make it clear what the chord is. Okay, that's E7. Then A minor at the 5th fret. I never know what to do with the second finger for this chord. And then we go to D7. Okay, and again you could play D7 that way if you wanted to, but that one's probably easier. I like the idea of playing the E7 that way, so going from G to E7 to A minor to D7. Keeps it all in the family, you know, not in a nice and close together. Just one thing to note here, the second G chord in the very intro is a G with a B bass. So the bass is moving to a B note in case you hear that. So you can either play like a G like that with a B bass, so like a regular G, but with the B bass. You could also play it like that. It's a little trickier. 2nd fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, and it muting the outside two strings. And there's another way of playing it, which is that one as well. So you could put that on the second bar of the G if you want, but generally I think I'd just stick with the regular G. So here we go, let's have a play through the whole of that intro section. So G, don't want a lot for Christmas. G is just one thing I need. C, a bear about the presents. E flat under the Christmas tree. G just wants you for my B7. E minor will ever. D sharp diminished. G, my wish come. E7 when A minor 7 for D7 is. And now we're at that little where the time picks up. Worth noting here that for the intro I'm counting real slow, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's how my count is. And C, da, 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 da. E flat, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3. B7 on beat 4, E minor, 2, 3. D sharp diminished on beat 4, then G, 2, E7, 4 to A minor, to D7. Just be aware that was the count and the rhythm, particularly getting the B7 there, just coming on beat 4 is pretty important. But after the intro, we changed the time a bit, so instead of it being that 1, 2, really slow, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're double timing it now, it's called. So the first little intro part, if you want to play it a bit like the record, we got this little G chord. We use a small G, so just nothing on the thickest two strings, and then 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, that's a G. And then you put little finger down in the 5th fret of the second string, we get this G6 chord, going to C, going to D. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you see I'm doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to go back to just doing 4 strums to the bar now and show you through the verse progression, which is more or less identical to that intro, but slightly different. Let's go through it. So, G don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. C don't care about the presents. E flat underneath the Christmas tree, and that whole thing again. G don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. C won't make me happy. E flat, a toy on Christmas Day. Now the next part. G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, B7, E minor, 1, 2, G sharp diminished to G, to E7, A minor, to D7, is G7, A minor. So the bridge shifts to a B7. And all the lights are shining to E minor everywhere. Back to B7. And the sound of children's laughter, E minor, fills the air. E flat, and everyone is singing G. I hear those E minor ringing. I want you to what I really need. Want you deep, bring my baby to me. Then we're back into another verse. Okay, so that bridge again, 2 bars of B7, 1, 2, 3, 4, to 2 bars of E minor, 2 bars of B7, 2 bars of E minor, to E flat for 2 bars, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of E minor, 2 bars of A, and then 2 bars of D. And that's all the chord sequences in the song. There are a couple of very minor changes to that chord sequence. I think there's a bit about 3/4 of the way through the song where she hangs on the D7 chord for an extra bar, does a little bit more vocal gymnastics before continuing, and at the end it just seems to repeat around the G to E7, A minor to D7 section. Just a little note on the strumming. One thing that you really want to work on here is trying to get the accents on beats 2 and 4 to have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just doing continuous strumming. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. If I do it without it, it just doesn't have the same. It makes it move a lot more if you give it a little bit of a shuffle kind of a feel, and getting that accent on beat 2 and 4 really kind of brings the tune up nicely. I really hope you enjoy learning and playing this song, and that you have an absolutely wonderful Christmas, and that Santa manages to get that guitar down the chimney okay for you. I hope you enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you for plenty more in the new year. Have a great Christmas. Catch you soon. Bye bye.